Somebody's asked me about making a soft reed harder. Now you can do that, but it becomes quite a bit more complicated in what you have to do to make that work. So I'm just going to test this one. It sounds good. Right, now that one, 22 inches of water, which is really bordering on really soft, which is fine, you know, if you can blow that softly on. Sometimes they get old and they get a bit weak, and there's some things you can do to revive them. And also this counts for if you get a reed through the post that's a little bit too easy for you, you can do this as well, just to brighten it up a wee bit and make it slightly harder, give it a bit more resistance. So I'll just show this to you on the old scan here. Okay, so that's about 22, I believe. The first thing I'm going to do is to have a look at the mouth. Now the mouth's a bit closed. Opening up will obviously make it harder. The downside of that is it's going to make it much flatter as well. So this is where you have to juggle things around a wee bit. So I'm just going to open that up a little bit with the staple, with my mandrel here, and I'm going to look down on the reed as I do it. I can see everything that's going on then. And just a gentle little twist or push. Let's see where it's gone up to. About 27 inches of water. Okay, so the high G is a wee bit flat, so that's good for demonstration purposes. So what I'm going to do now is take the chisel and just cut a fine amount off the tips. Yeah, when I mean a fine amount, I mean something like a hair's width. So I'm just cutting the top off now. Doesn't need much. It isn't much. Now this will definitely throw it a bit out of balance, I think. You know, bagpipe reeds, you think you know what you're doing and things happen that really shouldn't happen. So we fixed the high G there. The high G was a wee bit on the flat side. Let's see what this has done for pressure. Okay, so that's about 33 now. Now it sounds fine. It's a lot stronger than it was, and it's come up 11 inches of water, which is quite nice. It's a medium reed now, whereas it was sort of bordering on the super soft, to soft. Sometimes you'll find that when you cut the bit of the top off, it'll kind of go really sharp on top, and then you have to start thinning the blades down a wee bit to bring the top hand down, make it thinner, or make that lower pitched. And you can do that other technique I showed you a little while ago for the high G if that's too sharp. Okay, so I found another reed, and it's quite easy. It's about 23 inches of water again. It doesn't have that much character to it, but it's okay. And we'll just see where we are with the sound here. See, the top hand's a bit thin and doesn't have much character to it. He's bubbling. Now, yeah, that's a good thing. If the bubbles like that, it probably means that the reed's set too far out of the reed seat. So it's just a case of giving it a little push in. I wouldn't don't take any hemp off. You just need like half a millimetre of that to make a difference. You can still do it. Part of that's because it's so weak as well. But okay, so you got that working pretty well, and that E gurgling is gone, as I just showed you. I'm going to open the mouth up a wee bit again on this one. Okay, so I've opened the reed mouth up again with the bridle, like we did last time, and it's time to try and get a little bit more, see if we can get some more character in the reed, especially on the top hand. So I've just opened up a wee bit more, and we'll try it again, see what we've got. Okay, so that's a bit flat in the high A compared to the low A, so we don't have a good octave there at the moment, so I'm just going to give that a little bit more of a push in. Now, let's check that for strength. It's getting a little bit better, it's getting a little bit of moisture on it now as well, which is going to help. So that's about 27, which is about my favourite spot to play a reed at. And you can get just as good a sound out of a softer reed. No, obviously not this one yet, but we're getting there. So I'm just going to sand the top half of the top third of the reed down a wee bit, and that's also going to bring down that high G, which is a wee bit sharp at the moment. You'll generally find that things can change when you get them in the chanter, so you may have a flat high G when you got it out, and it'll go in, it'll sound sharp, or you know, things happen. It's bagpipes, so that's all you need to say, isn't it? It's bagpipes. So let's try that again. Now it's getting a bit of character to it. I'm just going to try and that mouth up again. You just have to respond to what the reed's doing and try and adjust accordingly. I'm just going to give that a blow and see what we got there. Just open the mouth up. I think it's going to develop quite a nice top hand once it's played in for a little while and it's got some moisture on it. I'm just going to put a little bit on now and see what we got. I don't recommend doing this all the time. Just the only thing you need to do to warm a reed up is just blow some warm air through it for 20-30 seconds, and it'll take on all the moisture it needs at that point. Right. Okay, so it's already getting a better crack to it. So there's things you can do. There's things that may work, should work one time, won't work the next. But the more you do things like that, the more you'll understand what does what to a reed. That went from 22 or 23 to 28, which is ideal for me. And it's quite a jump in strength there. The character got better. It wasn't so thin and nasty on the top hand. So yeah, there's things to do depending on your preference of how you like your reeds to sound. Some people like a really clear high A. I'm not one of them. I like some character to it. So anyway, make it work the way you want it to, and you'll be just fine. You'll enjoy your piping more. All right. All the best. Thank you.